I was like, okay. So, um, thank you for your patience this morning on the socials. We'll fix the problem. And so, Boeing heading into their second month, any thoughts on that whole situation when it comes to striking, when it comes to the issues that you have there? Um, all of those things happen for a reason. Usually, people's like, okay, we're going to jump into this. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to figure out.
We're good now.
All right, Pro Joe, thank you. And we're glad that you guys are with us. It is Friday. It is 6/10, September 5th. And Boeing has every right to replace those workers, just like those workers have every right to strike. I wish that something else could happen there, but we'll see. Greg, good morning to you. Ben, good morning to you. And you know what? That would be sad if they lost their jobs, but it's a chance you take. And the fact that I saw that they were holding a job fair on September 16th, I was like, uh-oh. And there's probably people that would take those jobs, whether right or wrong. So if you guys have thoughts on that, let us know. If you know anybody who works at Boeing, their thoughts from that standpoint too. Okay. It is a big, fun weekend of lots of stuff going on all throughout the St. Louis area. We've been talking about it this week. The NFL is one of those situations that we're talking about. Last night, the NFL kicked off its season. Don't know if anybody watched or not, but the Eagles beat the Cowboys last night 24-20. Did you watch any of it, Pro Joe?
I did not.
Well, there's so much to break. There's a lot to break down with it. But what I thought was crazy about it, it gave me another reason to think that the NFL is scripted.
Oh, I can believe that.
Yeah. Here's why. So the Cowboys come in as a big underdog last night. They covered. So the Eagles win 24-20. If I would have bet that game last night, I would have bet the Eagles minus the points. The Cowboys covered. Vegas won. And the reason why, the Eagles' best defensive player, their defensive lineman, Jalen Carter, before the game even started, there was a kickoff. A guy was hurt on the field. And the Eagles' best defensive player, their D lineman, they can't move him, big, huge dude, walks up to Dak Prescott, the quarterback for the Cowboys, and spits on him. Everybody knows that's instantaneous ejection from the game. Walks right up and just spits on him.
Sounds like he was looking for
an out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, nobody does that. He goes out of the game. That affects the game. That affects the betting. There's no doubt. And he's just gone.
Sounds like WWE to me.
WWE to me.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Joe, I'm watching going, okay, here we go again with the NFL. And maybe they like it because it draws more interest. But nobody just goes up and spits on somebody to start a game before you've even played a play.
Yeah.
Before you've even played a play, you walk out on the field, the offense for the Cowboys, the defense for the Eagles just standing there, and he decides to spit on him.
I don't know. I like my emotions when it comes to football on the field and not, on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm. Does it make anybody think anything? Yeah, we'll talk about it later in the show as well. But I'm like, oh, really? Is that really what's happening? Okay. Now we're spitting on people, and the NFL is telling us, oh, yeah, that's exactly what's supposed to be happening. Are we up and running on all of our social medias today too, Pro Joe?
We should be.
Okay, some things looked a little bit different, a little bit weird.
According to Restream, everything says we're streaming.
Okay, it is Friday morning. It's an early start. Did people stay out late? Did you stay up and watch the game? The game was a later one too. 6:14 is the time. The beautiful weather is here. Feels like fall in St. Louis. Glad you're with us this morning. We're going to continue to push forward on the show, make sure everything is as good as it can be. And we're connected to X. I just want to make sure that we're connected. Thanks, buddy. So jump in the show, YouTube, X, Facebook. Once again, streaming on YouTube, X, and Facebook. If you want to, as always, you can jump in on the chat line on YouTube, X, and Facebook and make sure that we know everything that we should about what's happening in St. Louis. What are you guys doing? What are you looking forward to? Shout outs. High school football is going on, college football, NFL, all kinds of events going on around town. And we're here for you to help it. We'll figure it out together. And we're all rocking and rolling?
We are.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a software update on our soundboard that didn't take very good.
So we've also got what's happening in town too, and we'll get to all of these things. There's so much going on. Is the fact that we love it when you guys jump in and start talking with us. Let us know what's going on. Be a part of it. Anything, shout outs, St. Louis this, St. Louis that. We get our engines running. We're a little choppy this morning, but we're ready to get all started now. Jump in on the show, like, subscribe, share the show. Let us all know what's going on. Okay. We'll continue on with this in this first block. I was talking about the Cardinals, and we'll get back to that here. 17,002 people. 17,002 people went to the game Wednesday. You're honoring the 1985 baseball team tonight, the World Series championship team. It's a weekend series. You've got events, you've got giveaways. Yadi Molina's back in town. Normally the Cardinals are competing for playoffs, not now. Is it just the brand of baseball? Because the Cardinals right now are just a game below 500. It's not like they're some horrible, horrible team. They're just an average team. But average doesn't play well in St. Louis. They may finish the season above 500. They don't have a tough schedule remaining. But will the fans come back next year? What is it going to take? Are they going to have to spend even more money? Because they spent a lot of money on pitching. They just made really bad decisions. And how long will it be again before the Cardinals are relevant in baseball? I mean, seriously, the St. Louis Cardinals. I mean, it's insane to think that they could only get 17,002, and there weren't that many people in the stadium. There weren't. Maybe if you added vendors, but not fans.
It's going to take some work to build it back up.
I mean, it's a concern.
Mm-hmm.
It is a concern. And, it gets put, and the guy that's going to be put on his shoulders, it's John Mozeliak. I'm not trying to be mean, but John Mozeliak is the face of this resentment, so to speak, to the Cardinals. He has to wear that. And he's walking out in this, and it's like, oh my gosh, because of what has happened to St. Louis over the past, 5 years, maybe 10 years, all the way down through the minor leagues and where they are. So we like to focus on positive. We like to try to bring all the fun and the energy to it, and we will. We're warming up this morning. Heck, the sun's not even out yet. It's dark. It's dark 30 still. It's 6:18, but it feels much earlier. I don't know why, but it does.
It definitely feels earlier.
And because the fall's coming in. I mean, and it's like dark.
Yeah.
dark. But the weather should be great today, as we were talking about. When you look at temperatures, I mean, you're talking about mid-70s, low to mid-70s today. There's no real humidity, sun shining. Yeah, we'll take it. Isn't it? Well, no, actually, I'm looking at, it's not supposed to be sunny today at all now. I thought it was supposed to be sunny today. Not supposed to be. Hopefully we have some sun that breaks through. But if not, so be it. The rest of the weekend looks amazing. Okay. The other thing when it comes to the Cardinals, Greg says it's been sleep weather. There is absolutely no doubt about that. It's another day, Greg. I know you like to give us all the day things that are happening, just not that good. I mean, I'll jump into them here. National Act Dumb Day. I won't give you a comment, Joe.
Yeah, this would have been a moment where I would have played a sound effect.
That's
our
all right.
board would have been working.
No, but you already took care of us for that. It's all good. Also, National Cheese Pizza Day. Now, my New Yorkers in my life tell me that's how you eat real pizza. It's cheese pizza. New York style pizza.
It's the original.
The crust is a little bit kind of burnt, overdone, and it's cheese pizza. And I'm like, okay.
My theory is focaccia bread was the original pizza, and then they just added more to it.
Really? Can you get a picture of focaccia?
Yeah.
I want to show that to people as well. So National Cheese Pizza Day. It's National Lazy Moms Day. International Day of Charity. Okay. National Food Bank Day. National Cellulite Day. What the heck? National St. Teresa Sanctification Day. National Be Late for Something Day. Does anybody have anybody in their life that lives this every single day? I do. I do. The birthdays for the people that are alive. Michael Keaton and Dweezil Zappa. Michael Keaton, 73.
Huh?
And he still looks pretty good for 73. No doubt about that.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Isn't there another Beetlejuice coming out, or did it already come out?
Yeah. Yeah. It was decent.
You can't replace Beetlejuice. There's just, you can't. Good morning to Donna and Greg. Appreciate you guys being there. Love cheese pizza. Greg says, I just find them. I don't make them. I know. And we appreciate it because it gives us something to talk about. And we're grateful for it. The birthdays. Okay. We know. We see what you guys have going on there today. Greg says, my wife. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean, my wife?
I don't know.
What does that mean, my wife? Anyway, you guys are here. You jump in with us. Let us know everything that's happening. Okay. St. Louis tornado relief. I don't want it to be forgotten about because I'm over in that area quite a bit. St. Louis City is now giving $12 million of the Rams money to help clean up. So this is $12 million more of Rams money to help clean up with dumpsters, with you name it, because the areas of North St. Louis are just brutal.
Well, we trade that off for the Dome. Goodbye to the Dome.
What do you mean?
Well, they could use that money to help maintenance the Dome.
They are. They're giving that money back to the Dome too.
Oh,
to try to.
They got enough for everybody?
I don't know if they have enough for everybody.
Yeah.
We're going to say, we already know that they don't. Not according to the state treasurer who says the Dome needs a lot and for a long time. But $12 million in Rams funds is going to go towards the relief. $3.5 million is set aside for private property debris removal because there's debris all over North St. Louis still and Del Mar. There really is. Another $5 million of that money goes to residents and to safe housing before winter. That's the other issue that's coming. And $1.65 million for recovery. There's an office staffing and cost consulting services. I mean, talking about dumpsters for nonprofits and community groups, consulting services, recovery, officer staffing, and repairs to make hundreds of affordable public and nonprofit vacancies immediately available. But many of these homes are unlivable, and it will take a long time to repair them. And that's a part of the business that I do understand. It's really a sad scene, and it hit some really bad areas. And now you've got that going on. So the funds that we're talking about, this $12 million, come on top of the more than about $10 million approved locally for the right-of-way debris removal and $10.4 million for housing stabilization and repairs already from the Rams money. So that's like 10, that's 20. So it's like $32 million now from the Rams money is going to try to clean up from the tornado.
And how much?
And so it's like you never had it. You need to clean it up. It's like you never had 32 million more.
How much was the Rams money altogether?
The total settlement, I can't look at it right now.
Okay.
I think it was after lawyers, I don't know, maybe 300 million. I can check. I just don't, I can't see it. Maybe you can pop that up. If you can pop that up, what the final totals were, and then I can go ahead and talk about that as well.
790 million.
No, that was before.
Oh.
795 was before. Half of that went to attorneys. Almost positive, half of that.
Oh, after attorney. Oh my God! After attorneys, 275 million.
That's
so
what
it
I'm
went
saying.
from 790 million attorney fees, and then 275 is what's left.
Yep, and then it sat around for years.
Holy cow!
Just waiting for something. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like
that's a lot of money for attorneys.
St. Louis City needs to be cleaned up, but then now you're talking about there's over 30 million just for cleanup in the area, just to get back to where you were. And you're not even going to get back to where you were. That's why you just hope that St. Louis City does not face another situation of mismanagement when it comes to money. And I'm not talking about the current administration. The previous administration let that sit around for a long time. And you're like, okay, what's going to happen now? What are we going to do with this? Are we really going to be able to get the money that we need to make all of this happen? Are we really going to be able to make a difference? Or is the money just going to have to, and I don't want to say squandered, but it's like, okay, we had to use it there, but we don't have anything to really show for it. That's what I think the concern is. It's like, wait a second. We went through all of this and now, and by the way, if it upsets you, it'll upset you even more to find out that the Rams could have, or the attorneys, they could have fought harder and longer, got a whole lot more money. And also there was a rumor that the NFL was even talking about, instead of paying money out, giving us a team again. But the St. Louis money people didn't want to do it because they wanted soccer. Just telling you what I was told. That we, quote, didn't have an appetite for football anymore. That we wanted to, quote, try soccer because there was already a soccer project in the mix.
It sounds like there was an agenda before. They weren't listening to the people.
But you can't tell people who are the billionaires in town what to go buy.
Right.
I mean, I like soccer, but come on. Do you want an NFL team or a soccer team?
Yeah, but okay. So if you're a billionaire and you want soccer in St. Louis, then okay. Don't say that the people want it. You want it. Admit that it's a you thing, not a people thing.
And yeah, no, it's not. Exactly. When NFL has been in St. Louis, the fans have supported it. Just like the fans, even when you had the futile Rams here, there were still people going. You didn't see what was happening to Cardinals baseball right now. You still had people showing up every Sunday. You did. Not even close to what we're seeing with baseball. So there's passion for football in St. Louis. Not even close. So I just wanted to get real about that. And it's frustrating. I just look at that and I'm like, damn, we got to use that money to clean up North St. Louis. I get it. In the Delmar area. But that was Rams money that probably should have already gone somewhere else at the same point in time. And many of these homes, they're never going to be rebuilt. I'm just being honest. We're walking in, looking at these homes, the structure damage, the foundation damage. This was a serious, I mean, one of the most serious tornadoes you can imagine that came through St. Louis, and one of the worst parts, and just demolished everything in sight.
It's amazing there wasn't more fatalities during
5 total
with as much damage. That's crazy.
Yeah, I encourage people to drive around and look and see what you see, and it's like, I mean, there's so much work. I mean, people can't even get lots of contractors out there. It's because it's difficult, and people that you trust. That's for sure. Anyway, Donna, we'll get you some of that information. We're just getting started on a Friday. It is September 5th. The end of this work week. Glad you're with us. Art City Now, all things St. Louis. Jump on in. The water's warm. We appreciate it. Projo's alongside. Vic Faust here. Still to come, a busy weekend ahead. We'll talk Mizzou football. We'll continue to talk the NFL. High school football's here. Events all around town. Champions Golf. We got NASCAR racing in St. Louis. You name it, we got it. It's National Cheese Pizza Day. Throw out a favorite cheese pizza. We'll go from there. We love it. We love you. We'll be back with more. We are your Lou Information Station. We're live and on demand at louinfo.com.
Lou LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. Several residents in Florissant reported possible gas leaks early Wednesday morning, but responders only found one actual gas leak. They think the other reports were likely unrelated to natural gas. Residents there are on edge after a natural gas issue caused a massive home explosion in the area August 25th, injuring 4 people and damaging more than a dozen homes. St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery is launching a donation drive via actblue.com. The webpage said donations are being collected to support Montgomery's campaign. There are questions about whether it violates the law. The Missouri Attorney General has called for Montgomery's resignation after he was charged with a crime. Washington University is moving ahead with a major redevelopment in the Cortex Innovation District, with C2N Diagnostics confirmed as the anchor tenant. The $100 million project centers on the former Goodwill building at 4140 Forest Park Avenue. Plans include a full renovation of the existing space, and it will add a new 4-story addition. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at Lou.com. Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We have cool high pressure on the way in. Some clouds early today, but clearing up by the afternoon. Mid-70s on the high, so we get a nice break from the heat. Overnight will be clear, low 60s. We have another cold front moving in on Friday. We could get a few showers from that. Mid-70s on the afternoon high, and then sunny for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website.
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begin. Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City. 314-344-4400.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy? Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. The Legal Buddy, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
But it don't get much better than this.
Yep.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. We appreciate it. Arch City Now, Vic Faust here, Pro Joe alongside. 6:34, September 5th. What are your plans for the weekend? Let us know. There's so much going on throughout the St. Louis area. Plus, on top of that, there are things going on all over the place. What are you guys up to? Let us know. We'll do that. Donna says, congrats to our Eagles. They beat the Cowboys last night, following a delay due to the lightning, of course, 24-20. Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the show, Donna, before you got on. We appreciate that. Congrats to the Eagles. We'll talk more about the NFL. By the way, Chiefs get to action tonight. The Kansas City Chiefs, 7 p.m. They're 3.5-point favorites against the Chargers. They're playing down in Brazil. That should be an interesting game. So the Chiefs with a Friday night game on YouTube. So Chiefs back in action. Todd says he's working Saturday, football Sunday, and maybe some beer. Sounds like a good weekend to me. High school football all over the area today as well. If you guys have a high school team you want to promote, a game you want to shout out, you can do that as well. Whether your family is a football player, a cheerleader, what band, pep squad, whatever, promote. That's what we like to do here, as you know. It's 6:35. So the Chiefs get back to action tonight. What are people thinking about them? A lot of people love the Chiefs in the St. Louis area. They play the Chargers. And then, okay. Projo, remember last year and the year before and the year before and the year before, lots of people, lots of fans think that the NFL favors the Chiefs, and maybe it had something to do with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It just seemed like they got all the calls.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, this is a little bit less of a situation, but this is supposed to be a home game for the Chargers. So the Chargers are giving up a home game to go play in Brazil. So their paintings, their logos should be all over the field. Chiefs, whatever, should not be anywhere on the field because it is an away game. But as of yesterday, Chiefs logos were on the field.
Wow.
They painted Chiefs big logos in the end zone.
I wonder what the... Wow.
Oh my gosh. So anyway.
I wonder what their reasoning is for that.
Yeah. It's kind of like the commercial, the Snickers want to get away. Did you see that commercial where the guy paints and he brings Andy Reid over and Andy's like, well, yeah, that's good that you did that, but who are the chefs? He forgot the E.
Yeah.
It's almost like a field painting job. It's like, oh no, come on. So anyway, there's a little bit of hype surrounding that. It's like, oh no, the NFL loves the Chiefs. They shouldn't even have their logo on, but they do.
There's definitely something telling about that.
You do? You think?
Oh,
but
yeah.
You've never met a conspiracy theory you didn't like, though, right?
Oh, no, not me. I take on all conspiracy theories.
I love it. Yeah, I used to be like you. I used to be like that.
It doesn't hurt to have that critical thinking, you know?
Well, if you're a Chargers fan, are you pissed? Or is it like, okay, it's a little thing?
I mean, think about it. If the same scenario happened to the Chiefs, we would definitely be talking about it.
Maybe. You know what? You're probably right.
Yep.
That's a good point. And there's lots of Chief fans throughout Missouri, clearly, and in the St. Louis area, which is why we bring it up. Chiefs, by the way, are a 3.5-point favorite tonight if you're betting on that game. So it is some good watching, though. 7 p.m., Chiefs get back to action. And what are the expectations for the year? If you're a Chiefs fan, what are they? Or do you even care?
Maybe it's all pre-decided. So the Chiefs were like, all right, we want our name on the field, but you guys can win the game.
Well, the NFL knows.
It's WWE.
Well, the NFL knows, too, that the Chiefs logo is a big one right now.
Yeah. True.
I get that. That makes sense. I'm just excited football's back. It was fun watching the Eagles play last night. So they'll do that. We were talking about NFL. All of these things that you guys want to get into, we can. From the chat line, good morning, everybody. Ben and Greg and Donna and Todd. Thank you for jumping in. Not to get too complicated, but Todd says, will Mizzou students rush the field if they win? It's 500,000, only 500,000. Well, 500,000 is it's a big total now, especially when you're paying athletes because they need money. They do. Tony, M-I-Z-Z-O-U, baby. No, they'll do their best, but there's really no need to rush the field if you beat Kansas. There's no need. Mizzou's a 6.5-point favorite against Mizzou tomorrow. I will be there. We have some Mizzou news coming up. We'll get into that. I'm just trying to jump around all of your chat as we get the show going this morning. Donna says, go Chiefs. I bought some Cape May Brewery IPA beer for the game. Also a cheesesteak from my favorite local deli. Treated my son to mozzarella sticks. He drove me to a doc's appointment. My car is back in 2 days. The cage bird will be free. Woo!
Woo!
No, we need the other one.
Woo!
Yeah, the longer one. Come on, baby. Tony, glad you're jumping in. Mizzou gets underway tomorrow at 2:30. If you're going to the game, what a beautiful day. Allow for traffic if you're heading in from the St. Louis area or if you're going tonight. A lot of high school football in the St. Louis area tonight as well. If there's a game that you guys want to watch, you can do that too. I'll be checking out MICDS to Smet. Look forward to that. Also, we haven't even gotten into all the events that are happening today. And we're going to. We're going to go. I mean, the Grok list, it's like 4 or 5 pages long of everything that's going on in the loop. But we're talking about what you guys want to do. Odds on Taylor Swift Super Bowl, doing halftime show. Yeah, we talked about that, Greg, when you were sleeping the other day. That's all right. But yeah, I'm placing my bets on it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Same.
I am. I
Yep.
think she's doing it. Roger Goodell already kind of alluded to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's time, which means the Chiefs will not be playing in the Super Bowl.
Nope.
Because they would not have Taylor doing Super Bowl time and Travis in the game. It's not going to happen.
You got to have that shot of Kelsey on the sideline rooting her on.
That's right.
Yep.
Or in a box somewhere or something.
Yep.
Donna says, I watch a podcaster for sports. He's fun to watch. Play-by-play with JJ. Giving him a heads up because he does a good job. There you go. Shout out to JJ. We appreciate it. No doubt about that. It's Friday. It's 6:41. It's September 5th. Kind of a gray day in St. Louis today. I would say the sun is up. I guess the sun has risen because we see it, but not supposed to be sun today. We've had a lot of sun, but not today. The sun should return tomorrow for the area. Jump in on the show. Like, subscribe, share the show. YouTube, X, and Facebook is where you can jump in, talk with us. Also, watch the show. And by the way, you can also learn all about the programming that we do. LouInfo.com. Once again, it's LouInfo.com. All right. We're talking NFL. And we'll do this throughout the show. We'll jump around. You want to talk to the Chiefs, your NFL team, what's your script, who's playing in the Super Bowl, is it scripted? Just like Jalen Carter last night, the Eagles' best defensive player, before an even single play starts, spits on Dak Prescott of the Cowboys and gets kicked out of the game. It changes the dynamic. There's no doubt about it. Eagles would cover that game without him. But he didn't play. And it ended up being a close game. So if you bet the Cowboys in the points, which less of the country did, you would have won. Good for you. Vegas won. The bettors lose. That's kind of how it goes. 6:43. Jumping on the chat line. Arch City now. This weekend, we got the Cardinals. They're in town this weekend. Okay. If that does it for you, so be it. You've also got today the Stiefel Charity Classic. They kick off their golfing over at Norwood Hills. Golfer, the guys who are over 50. That's how you qualify. Playing for $2.1 million in prizes. A lot of money. Stiefel does a fantastic job. Norwood Hills does a really good job. So that's in the St. Louis area. Golfing this morning, by the way, if you're looking for something to do, some cheap tickets, get out to Norwood. Kicks off at 9:10. Nice day to go watch some golf. Very peaceful as well. The Enjoy Illinois 300 NASCAR series in town this weekend for St. Louis. You can go check that out as well. If you haven't been to a NASCAR event, you should check it out. Racing can be fun. I was never a big racing guy until I started covering it. And then I became a fan. It's like watching those cars, the sound, the feel, the heat, the smell, and then the sights of watching the vehicles go around. Now, I love NASCAR, don't get me wrong, but I loved watching the IRL cars zip around even faster.
Yeah, I photographed drag racing over there. I've never done like a NASCAR oval track photographs.
Yeah, the drag. I've never got. I watched drag. I just never got into it. It's cool, but I just like okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I like drag better. It's quicker.
Yeah, but there's a lot of setup time in between the vehicles
Yeah.
that are dragging. So, what else is going on? We got that. We talk about. You can watch Chiefs tonight. You can watch Mizzou tomorrow. You've got NFL on Sunday, high school football tonight as well. You've got golf throughout the St. Louis area. You've got NASCAR racing throughout the St. Louis area. Yeah, Donna's like, I rely on Ricola honey herb cough drops for a sore throat. Tastes good and effective, sells out fast, so I must not be the only one. Yeah, I'm on a cough drop right now as well, just to kind of soothe the pipes because we've been dealing with some strained throat the last couple days, that's for sure. The Chiefs and Chargers tonight at 7. Also, Mizzou comes up tomorrow. Now, here's what I want to give you the situation regarding Mizzou. If you're going to the game, there are some things you need to know about. They said that fans must enter through the gate that's nearest to their seats. So ticket scanners will not allow access on the wrong side of the stadium. If fans are on the wrong side, you'll be turned away. You have to walk out and go to the other side of the stadium. Now, they had to put this rule in place because fans coming in 45 minutes after kickoff last week.
What? Talk about being late.
They were entering on the wrong side of the stadium, causing a pedestrian traffic jam. The gates are going to open 2 hours early. You know, there'll be about 60,000 people there, but they have construction going on.
Mm.
So you can't cross through. Plus, when everybody goes into the same gate, that's not what it was intended for.
Gotcha.
So it's like, oh man, are you kidding me? I was told people didn't get to their seats until 45 minutes, and some people till 45 minutes late because the lines were absolutely insane trying to get into the stadium. But if you're going to the Kansas-Mizzou game, you want to be there for the start of it. And by the way, one of my former teammates, Corby Jones, who was a really, really good quarterback, terrific quarterback. I'll call him a great quarterback considering what he had to deal with. He didn't have a ton of talent around him. Mizzou hadn't been good or relevant forever, is Corby Jones. He's banging the drum. Before the game starts, I always have a former Mizzou star come and bang the drum. Corby gets it for the Kansas game.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Oh, why not?
It's reserved for great players.
Oh.
People who people cared about. People who left a mark. People. That was funny.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No. No, the answer is no. No, I didn't. That's fine. Thank you. I didn't know if you're being sarcastic or serious.
No, man. I just assumed that you were a really good player. I don't know.
No, I wasn't. I could have been. They didn't give me a chance. They didn't use me right. I'm telling you, man, I promise. 6:48 on a Friday morning. Jumping on the show if you want to. YouTube, X, and Facebook. Once again, that's YouTube, X, and Facebook. So for the first time in over 12 years, Mizzou, Kansas, tomorrow afternoon. And if people, it used to be, and it still is one of the more bitter rivalries in college sports. It really is bad, Joe. It goes all the way back to the Civil War days, the 1850s, 1860s, slavery times. You know, there was guerrilla fighting in western Missouri and eastern Kansas. You had Jayhawkers. They were anti-slavery. They were coming in and pillaging the Missouri communities that were pro-slavery. And they came in and attacked Columbia. So then Columbia put together a group called the Tigers to defend themselves and go after them.
Oh.
So for the last 134 years, there have been some sort of battle on the football field. And then we didn't do it. Kansas refused to continue the rivalry when Missouri went to the SEC conference. They got all upset and started crying and whining, and Bill Self, the basketball coach, refused to play Missouri for a while. And then once he stopped all of his crocodile tears, then they started the basketball rivalry back up, which was great. And now we get the football rivalry. And it's been damn close, equal. It doesn't matter who is good and who isn't on what happens. So that's why it gets back to action tomorrow. That's why it's sold out. Mizzou hasn't played since the opening night on Thursday, a week and a half ago. So they're ready to get going. Really good get going stuff. So I loved this, and this was a great stat. I don't know if people remember Norm Stewart. He was the great Missouri basketball coach. He would refuse to let his team stay in any Kansas hotels when they went and played University of Kansas.
Where would they stay?
He wouldn't even refuel bus in the state of Kansas across the state line. He's like, we're not going to put $1 into the Kansas economy. Old-time former football coach from Kansas, Don Fambro, once said he'd rather die than seek medical attention from a physician in Missouri. And over the years, the rivalry has continued.
Oh, God. Like we need more to divide us.
I know, I agree, but it's fun to talk about. And then in the fourth quarter tomorrow, Todd says, I guarantee the field goal poster coming down. Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I just hope we don't rush the field if Missouri wins because of Kansas, who's not even ranked. But I've talked about it already. At the start of the fourth quarter, it's not a great tradition, but it's certainly a notorious one. The Killers, Mr. Brightside, Mr. Brightside. And when they get to that chorus, he goes, I'm Mr. Brightside. Then the crowd chants, Joe, FKU, 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 FKU. And then it picks back up. And then when it comes to the chorus again, it's thunderous, loud. And tomorrow, it will be that way again. As long as Missouri's winning going into the fourth quarter and there's some passion. Because now you actually have a rivalry with Kansas, which is very interesting. From the chat line, Todd says, did Missouri's quarterback get injured in the first game? The backup quarterback did. I heard that news on, maybe it was the second string guy. Yeah, it was the second string guy, or who we thought was going to be the second string guy. There just wasn't a quarterback battle after that. Sam Horn, and by the way, was also drafted in Major League Baseball draft to the Dodgers. Kid's a superb athlete. So now it's Bo Prabula, who is the quarterback as Missouri goes in. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm a former player. I go back. Those days are great. I'll be there tomorrow. Just beware, allow yourself enough time to do the things that you're trying to do. But that's only one thing that you can do for the weekend. There's so much that's there. There's so much out there. And it's a fantastic scene this week. Today, not such a great day. The weather's, it's kind of blah, but it's Friday, baby. It's Friday. Appreciate the Fridays. Make the most of them.
Feels like we just got out of a 3-day weekend.
Yeah. Wasn't this a fast week?
Yeah.
It's amazing what a 3-day week end will do for the next week. It's gone by fast.
Yeah.
And it's already Friday, baby. It's Friday. Let's go have a good time. 6:53 is the time. Mizzou is just one of those things that we were talking about today. If anybody wants to talk about Mizzou, shout out scores, predictions, stories from Kansas, feel free. We like to talk about it. We like to hype it up. That's for sure. You've also got, and that'll be on the SEC Network. The other thing about Columbia tomorrow is SEC Nation is going to Columbia, meaning the broadcast, they do kind of like their own game day, like ESPN does, SEC does. So they're coming to Columbia. And so I was glad to see that. It's like, okay, it's not even two SEC teams playing, but they understand the rivalry between Missouri and Kansas. So it'll be cool to have them. Tim Tebow, baby. He'll be in the SEC. He'll be in Columbia tomorrow. And it's going to be a beautiful day. The sunshine. So if you're going, it's also a chance for Missouri to show the rest of the SEC that our fans are awesome as well. Todd says there's slight construction on 70 from your fellow truck driver. Okay. I know it happens. Just got to be ready for it all. It's all good. It's all good. We'll be ready. I wonder if I'll save this. We'll save it for the next Mizzou 30, Kansas 10. That coming from the chat line. If that's the case, it's going to be a real good day. A real fun day, that's for sure. I don't know. All right. Okay, coming up. We'll still talk about the things that are going on this weekend. Get your opinions. We'll talk about Powerball. If you want to get your tickets, get your tickets.
I keep dragging my feet on it. Nobody's going to win until I buy a ticket.
We'll run down other things that are still going on this weekend. I got a long list. The wealthiest zip codes in the St. Louis area. Now, it makes sense, but they're missing one. So I need somebody to help me out with that because I'm like, wait a second. Some of the most incredible houses I've ever been to are in a zip code that is not listed by name. So maybe it's under another zip code. I don't know. Or maybe they don't rank the professionals with the amateurs. That could be the other situation.
They just don't want people going to that zip code.
Yeah. High school football to talk about. Plus, it's not a big total, but Spire Gas says your natural gas bills are going to be going up by about 10% this winter.
Of course.
Of course. I was looking at you, Pro Joe, to find out.
Yeah, we go to these LED bulbs and all this stuff, and our electric bill still goes up.
And the electric bill still goes up. We are Arch City now. Pro Joe's alongside. I'm Vic Faust. You can catch us on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Jump in on the chat line. We appreciate it. Let's finish off a Friday. We take you till 8 o'clock, top of the hour. Having a wonderful time this morning, getting you up and going. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. We got to take a quick break. We're going to get back, but when we come back, those stories. And by the way, check out luinfo.com. Once again, that's luinfo.com when it comes to all the programming on our network over at KLIS. And if you want to give us a call, you can. The phone number is 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. We'll be back with more of Arch City Now right after this.
Hot Take Central 2.0.
Now, sports fans know it's really getting out of hand, man. It's blown way out of control.
With Cam Jansen.
I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, moving by day.
Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Eric Naputi. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Listen, let me ask you a question. Are you just so tired of the system that's broken, the supposed healthcare system that is not helping you? Listen, if you haven't learned anything over the last 5 years, you have to learn how to take care of yourself. Self-care is the real healthcare. Stop relying on the broken system. Stop relying on the system that got us in this problem in the first place. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I want you to go right now to trybiolimitless.com/ArchCityNow. That's trybiolimitless.com/ArchCityNow. Go check out some game-changing formulas that truly have changed the lives of tens of thousands of people already. We've got a detox formula that has been proven to remove heavy metals and microplastics and destroy parasites in the body. We've got a cell signaling formula that helps improve energy, helps the body burn fat. It helps you actually stop those afternoon crashes, gets you off of all the darn caffeine, and stops you from having to use all those energy drinks that are destroying your health. Check out our Master Microbiotics formula that truly helps change the game for gut health. If you're bloated, if you're distended, if you've got issues with chronic pain and inflammation, that formula can help change your life. Not to mention our Neuro Reboot. Listen, if you can't focus, if you can't function, if your brain is just not where it's supposed to be, the Neuro Reboot peptide formula is amazing for you. And listen, if you're trying to shed some weight or put on some muscle, it's time to get your metabolism to reset. Our cellular reset formula can do that. Go to trybiolimits.com/ArchCity now.
6335. Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
Daddy is out of the cleaning up dump business.
KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis. The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
The Labor Department releases its first jobs report today since President Trump fired the agency's statistics chief. Trump booted Erica McIntyre, a Biden appointee, August 1st, saying she manipulated the data on a poor jobs report for political purposes. Washington, D.C. has sued President Trump over the deployment of National Guard troops. The action argues Trump has run roughshod over a fundamental tenet of American democracy, that the military should not be involved in domestic law enforcement. This comes after a federal judge ruled earlier this week the Trump administration's deployment of National Guard troops in California was illegal. The Trump administration vowed to appeal after a judge ruled to overturn the freezing of billions of dollars in funding for Harvard University. Mitch McCann reports.
In her decision, U.S. District Judge Alison Burroughs wrote of the government, their actions have jeopardized decades of research. The White House had taken steps to freeze $2 billion in research grants from Harvard after claiming the school had not done enough to combat anti-Semitism on campus.
Harvard had argued the funding freeze was retaliation for the university refusing to give in to demands made by the Trump administration. The man accused of killing 2 Israeli embassy staffers outside a Jewish museum in Washington, D.C. earlier this year has pleaded not guilty Thursday to an array of criminal charges. 31-year-old Elias Rodriguez faces 9 counts, including murder of a foreign official and carrying out a hate crime resulting in death. There's a huge takedown in Queens, New York, authorities say resulted in 12 indictments of alleged gang members. Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz says the Floss Money Gang was the driving force of violence in Southeast Queens over the last year and responsible for multiple murders. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. You can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE 40. 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE-40.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel. A delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here. And when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right, free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring your family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198.
That's 800-497-7198. Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
The Lou Information Station presents Arch City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. Happy Friday. 7:05 is the time. It is September 5th. We're glad you're with us today. We say good morning, everybody jumping in on the show. Let's get it going here. We've got another hour left. Moving and shaking on a Friday morning. Not really sunny this morning. The sun is up, but it's cloudy. It's supposed to be a cloudy day. It happens. We've had a lot of sunshine lately. It's all right. We got a lot of sun coming up after it, though. The temperatures feel fallish, but it's comfortable. So we're going to enjoy the day. Lots going on today. Lots going on throughout the weekend. Football is back. The Cardinals are in town. And we'll get to a lot of those sports stories that are coming up. We love it when you guys jump in on the show, X, YouTube, and Facebook. You go to Arch City Now at X, YouTube, and Facebook. We will certainly get your comments out there, have talks with us, talk with others, as we bring everything that we possibly can to you today. Here was a fun story that I saw come down, and I was like, okay, this one's interesting to me, but I don't know. I guess under the criteria, it would make sense. But I thought they were missing a couple. So what we have here, and I saw this when it came to KSDK posted this. The wealthiest zip codes in St. Louis up through 2023. So their formula analyzed income, home equity, estimated savings, poverty rates, and population density to identify the greatest concentration of wealth. So now you understand some of the criteria. And this is according to the Business Journal's latest rankings of the wealthiest zip codes based on their weighted formula, including several wealth metrics such as per capita income and average home value. So that's what you have. They use data from the U.S. Census Bureau, the 2023 American Community Survey, and the Zillow Group Incorporated. So I'm curious, Pro Joe, what you think might be up there.
Frontenac, Ladue, Baldwin.
Well, no.
Baldwin.
No. You have to pick one.
Oh, I'm going to say Frontenac.
I thought Frontenac would have been in there. And I thought Huntley would be in there. Huntley is where I have seen the most incredible homes in the St. Louis metropolitan area. Not even close. But they're not in there. Frontenac and Huntley are not listed. Now, they may not fall under the density category where there's that many people, they're small little tucked away areas. But I'll start at 10 and work my way down. I was just curious what people thought. Once again, remember, as we say the list, what the criteria is. It analyzed income, home equity, estimated savings, poverty rates, and population density to determine their greatest concentration of wealth. So that's probably why Frontenac and Huntley are not listed.
Makes sense.
And I'm like, okay. That from the chat line, University City. Hold on a second. I don't think I saw U City. But let me go back here and check it. Here we go. Number 10. No, U City is not on there. Number 10, Baldwin. The zip code is 63021. So that's the zip in Baldwin. Number 9, Brentwood. 63144.
That's an interesting one.
Number 8, Baldwin. 63011. 7 is Richmond Heights. Broach looking like, what was that?
Yeah.
That's the 63117 zip. Number 6, De Pere at 63131. 63131. Number 5, I thought this one would have been much higher. Town and Country. Number 5, Town and Country.
Yeah, that's shocking.
The 63017 zip. Once again, the 63017. Number 4, Kirkwood. 63122. Once again, Kirkwood is 63122. Webster Groves ahead of Kirkwood. That was shocking to me. And maybe it shouldn't be. They have Webster number 3 at 63119. Once again, 63119.
Property value must be for some reason
Well,
higher.
we've got a bunch of different factors there, as you know. Number 2, we haven't. Where do you want to go? What haven't you heard yet?
Well, I think Greg's got a good point. Chesterfield's definitely in there.
Chesterfield is definitely not in there. Greg, you can go back to sleep.
Holy cow.
Chesterfield is
Lake St.
nowhere.
Louis? Or is that no? That's not like that's
No, there's
St.
2
Charles
massive ones that are like slapping you in the face right now. Number 2 is Ladue.
Oh, of course. Well, I mentioned Ladue, but I
That's the 63124 zip code, 63124. And then number 1, it's the zip code of 63105. Clayton. 63105.
That makes perfect sense.
So number 1 on the list is Clayton, a zip code in Clayton. 2, Ladue. 3, Webster. 4, Kirkwood. 5, Town and Country. 6, De Pere. 7, Richmond Heights. 8, Baldwin. 9, Brentwood. And 10, Baldwin. Huntley, Frontenac, Chesterfield, zip codes did not make the list in regards to the data that they showed here. That's listed in the St. Louis Business Journal. And once again, the criteria, as we were talking about, was income, income, home equity, estimated savings, poverty rates, and population density. And that's where they came up with the greatest concentration of wealth when it comes to this poll.
So yeah, Richmond Heights has got to be because Clayton's so close by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But under that situation, Kim, I guess I was surprised that Webster made it.
There's definitely some nice homes over there, but yeah, I'm kind of shocked too.
It's funny to me that it's there though, because Webster surprised me. But there's a home that's for sale that I know of that's like $1 million right now in that 63119 area. Surprising. Yep, 63119. 63119. Very surprising. Clayton 63105, Ladue 63124, and Kirkwood number 4. I mean, it just that list surprised me a little bit. Where's Chesterfield?
I'm wondering if like surrounding counties, if they were, I wonder how well that would, like where Lake St. Louis would rank, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's shocking to me that this is what's happening, but it is. So there you go. Clayton, Ladue, Webster, Kirkwood, Town and Country, De Pere, Richmond Heights, Baldwin, Brentwood. And then there's a second Baldwin. So you got 2 different zip codes in Baldwin. 63021 is the 10. And then 8 is the 63011. But remember the criteria.
That probably has a lot to do with the density.
Maybe the density. Yep, probably the density. No doubt about it. But it's fun. Those are fun stories to talk about. I just get curious when people start to guess and think where they are. And maybe there should have been other towns that weren't on there, that should be on there, that we'd like to talk about as well. We are Arch City now. It is just about a quarter after 7. Yep, 7:15 right now. It's September 5th. We're glad you're with us today. Projo's alongside. I'm Vic Faust. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, any shout outs you want to give out, good luck to anybody when it comes to sporting events this weekend, fall sports in full effect. When it comes to the high school scene, college football all over the place this weekend, Mizzou, Kansas. We've been talking about that. Some other games as well. The Chiefs are back in action tonight. They play at 7 o'clock against the Chargers. You can catch that game on YouTube. NFL kicked the season off last night. Eagles defeat the Cowboys 24-20, defending Super Bowl champions. Looking pretty good without their starting defensive tackle, who spit on Dak Prescott before the game even started. Before the first offensive play was even run, he spit on him. He was kicked out.
Did he say why?
No, he just said it was a mistake. WWE is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah,
the script is alive and well in the NFL.
There's literally no context. He just spit on him, huh?
He spit on him.
That's crazy.
He spit on him. So the NFL got things started. So the NFL is trying to dominate every day of the week practically. So the NFL had their game last night, Thursday Night Football. They've got Friday Night Football. They've got Sunday Football. They've got Monday Football. That's the amount of passion with NFL that is happening in America right now. 4 nights. 4 nights this week. 4 nights of football. 4 different nights of NFL football. That's what's happening there. Okay. Also, Tony jumping in. Share whatever you want. Let's have some fun. That's what we do. Try to keep things light. Also, if you have another zip code that you think you need to throw in there with the ones that we just threw in there, I'm not surprised with Clayton, Ladue. The Webster number 3 surprised me. Kirkwood was 4, surprising. Just under that criteria, which is why Huntley and Frontenac probably weren't on the list when it comes to density, amount of population. Like I said, you can't rank the professionals in the amateur list. I'll take you over to Frontenac and Huntley if you haven't been there.
Yeah.
We'll go behind the gates. Look.
I have a few favorite houses in front now.
Oh, you do, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have you done some photography over there?
I drove for Uber.
Okay.
And, yeah.
My friend Carl Lund does a really, really good job.
Oh, yeah. I know Carl.
At shooting homes, photography, editing videos, and so forth. So.
One of the best in St. Louis.
Tony says, okay, guys, here's my NFL script. Now we're talking. Let's get this going. Here you go. Okay. Tony says, my script. Taylor calls off wedding midseason. Kelsey has a bad year, causing turmoil in the Chiefs locker room, and they don't make the playoffs. I've already said Taylor's going to do the Super Bowl show this year, the halftime show, and the Chiefs are not going to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they've already alluded to her doing the halftime show.
This is funny right here. This is a joke at Projo. OAR is going to be the halftime show. Since Projo still doesn't know who OAR is. OAR is playing in St. Louis, by the way, over at the Stiefel Charity Classic tonight, I believe.
I've yet to hear one of their hits.
The Bills win the Super Bowl this year. Tony wins the Powerball. He donates money to Arch City Now. And MIZ. ZOU, baby. I'm right with you. I like that script, Tony. I agree. I think it's pretty fun, too. You know what else is interesting? I saw this come out. Speaking of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and their wedding that's coming up whenever. Do they have a date?
I don't think so.
A band has offered to be their wedding band, their wedding singer, so to speak. Foreigner.
Oh, wow.
Out of nowhere. It's like, what? Foreigner trying to be relevant. They must have got some new PR people. Foreigner said that they would love to be the wedding band.
Foreigner's trying to be a part of the soundtrack to this movie.
There you go. Foreigner. Oh my gosh, the useless information that goes in and out of my brain.
Don't stop believing.
What do you mean, don't stop believing?
Or wait, no, I'm thinking of, oh my God, Journey. Holy cow. I always get those two mixed up. Foreigner and Journey for some reason. My bad. We can move on now. This is Act Dumb Day, don't forget.
It is National Act Dumb Day. Joe just did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Alrighty then. And once again, we've been talking, there's so much going on. All right, Greg, appreciate it. Greg throws something else out as if we are convinced this is the most busy weekend of events ever in the history of St. Louis. There's no doubt about it.
Where did he find these?
I don't know.
Grok couldn't even find these.
Greg says, by the way, let's throw in the 49th annual Polish Festival Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Duchenne Home Association grounds over in Florissant. All right. Check it out if you're interested. The Polish Festival.
All right.
Tony says, let's go. MIZ. Greg says, no original members of Foreigner. And Taylor, this is pretty good, Tony. Because Foreigner, I want to know what love is.
Thank
Taylor.
you.
My voice, I would sing it and I'd sing it decently, but I got some issues with the throat going on, you know. I think I was yelling and screaming too much at the lake on Saturday.
Yeah, I could have done it.
That's probably what it was. Lake time. If you haven't checked out Backwater Jack's Level 5, freaking insane.
Did you swim in the lake?
No, it was too damn cold on Saturday or Sunday.
I was going to say that might really explain where you got the sore throat from.
No, we were in the stands. It's levels of pools.
Gotcha.
And the people had an area that we got to sit in. But it's crazy. Level 5, like what they've done. The amount of money. I mean, you'd be hard pressed. There's one place in Vegas called Stadium Swim that's very similar to what Level 5. Look at it online. It's like 5 levels of pools up a hill, staggered, huge stage, DJ, big TVs, and pools, bars, everything all around.
That's wild.
Oh, when the weather's great, I was blown away going, oh my Lord. Massive venue. And guess what? Security everywhere.
Oh, I would imagine.
Yeah, to keep the riffraff out.
Mm-hmm.
If people are going to try to get stupid and drink and do stupid things,
right,
you'll win those stupid prizes. Like big, huge securities in your face, removing you from the premises, which is exactly what should happen.
No peeing in the pool.
Okay, here we go. We've taken a turn this way. Greg says Taylor does remake of Head Games for wedding reception.
Oh my God.
All right. Never know where the show's going to twist and turn on Friday morning. They're kind of free for all Friday morning shows. We appreciate it. We did move our guest from Logan Chiropractic to, I believe it's September 17th. She came down with the same thing I have. She says she's having problems talking. Her voice isn't there really.
Yeah, that's bad for radio.
That's bad for radio. We try to push forward and do what we can. Okay, 7:23. It's September 5th. It's a Friday morning. Not the best morning when it comes to sunshine, but it's still going to be a great day. What are you guys going to do this weekend? We already are telling you what's happening throughout the St. Louis area, mid-Missouri. But what are you guys going to do? Todd says he's watching football, driving his truck, semi-truck for work, and drinking beer. Not all at the same time, but in successive days. Watching football, driving his truck, and then drinking beer. There you go. Not too shabby.
I got a family get-together tomorrow, and I'm
You
recording
do.
Audio Inc. on Sunday.
You've got a family get-together. I love it. How about that? That's pretty nice. Also, YouTube, X, and Facebook is where you can watch us, Arch City Now. Following us today at 8 o'clock, Hot Take Central 2.0, former St. Louis Blue Cam Jansen and St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. We'll get you set for a weekend of sports. Cardinals are in town. It's really a shame. They host the Giants for a weekend series. Tonight, they're honoring the 1985 World Series team, or the team that went to the World Series. And I don't know who's going to be there. 17,002 people on Wednesday night. The lowest total for a Major League Baseball game at Busch Stadium in its history. Busch Stadium 3. COVID doesn't count. 17,002, if it was even that many. And now you're going to honor the team on a weekend, and it's the Hall of Fame weekend. It's like, oh no. And it doesn't help that there's a whole lot of other activities going on throughout the St. Louis area to try to dig in to some of that disposable entertainment dollar that people have. From the chat line, Greg says, neighborhood barbecue, poker game Saturday. That sounds like fun. People getting together. Always that weekend. Like we said, it just seems that weekend right after Labor Day, where it seems like everything is like sitting right there. And people talking about, well, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. High school football tonight as well. It'll certainly feel like high school football weather. A little chilly. Might be a little chilly. We'll see if it's windy or not, but there's really no sun as we were talking about. One of the stories from the first hour, now it's over $30 million of RAM money is being spent on trying to clean up North St. Louis, a little bit of the Delmar area from the tornado relief efforts. The efforts are monumental. So now another $12 million is being put there to help get the cleanup. A little bit of rebuild, but most of it is from the cleanup that we'll get to. Also, if you haven't got your Powerball tickets, Powerball tomorrow night, if you're into it, $1.7 billion. We told you the biggest jackpot that was won in Missouri. That was back in 2020 or 2012, I think it was. I think it was 300 million. Gosh, I can't remember now. 300 million. Won in a town near the Kansas border in Missouri, but near the Kansas border.
That was the takeaway, though. That wasn't the actual jackpot, was it?
I can't remember.
Because I remember there was a
yeah, they got
where jackpot got up to, I think.
It was back in 2012. That's what I remember. Back in 2012. They haven't been heard from since.
That's exactly what will happen with me.
Joe won't tell you, but there will be signs. He won't tell you, but there will be signs. We like talking about that and joking about that, of course. It's also National Cheese Pizza today. Where's your best pizza? Where's the best cheese pizza? If you're just eating a cheese. I already talked to you about my New York clan. New York style pizza. They're burnt kind of crust. Actually pretty good. I need to remember what the name of the pizza was that I had in Myrtle Beach, but it was a guy from New York, and it was the best pizza I've ever had. The best pizza I've ever had, without a doubt.
Still convinced it comes from, well, I know it comes from focaccia bread. I looked it up, actually.
All right, we'll get into all the things that are happening this weekend right after the break. Arch City Now, Projo's alongside. I'm Vic Faust. Whatever you guys want to talk about as well, jump on in. We are your Lou Information Station. We're live and on demand at louinfo.com. Back right after this.
louinfo.com news headlines brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your louinfo.com news update. Several residents in Florissant reported possible gas leaks early Wednesday morning, but responders only found one actual gas leak. They think the other reports were likely unrelated to natural gas. Residents there are on edge after a natural gas issue caused a massive home explosion in the area August 25th, injuring 4 people and damaging more than a dozen homes. St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery is launching a donation drive via actblue.com. The webpage said donations are being collected to support Montgomery's campaign. There are questions about whether it violates the law. The Missouri Attorney General has called for Montgomery's resignation after he was charged with a crime. Washington University is moving ahead with a major redevelopment in the Cortex Innovation District, with C2N Diagnostics confirmed as the anchor tenant. The $100 million project centers on the former Goodwill building at 4140 Forest Park Avenue. Plans include a full renovation of the existing space, and it will add a new 4-story addition. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, louinfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere.
Here's your louinfo.com weather update. We have cool high pressure on the way in. Some clouds early today, but clearing up by the afternoon. Mid-70s on the high, so we get a nice break from the heat. Overnight will be clear, low 60s. We have another cold front moving in on Friday. We could get a few showers from that. Mid-70s on the afternoon high, and then sunny for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
In your city with Kelly and Gordon. It's the hottest happy hour in STL radio. A high-energy, high-impact weekday radio show blending relationship values, celebrity buzz, community love, and sharp business insight. This is where storytelling meets strategy. It's the pulse of this city, bringing the energy, stories, and voices of STL to life. In your city with Kelly and Gordon. Weekday afternoons at 4, only on the Lou Information Station.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu.
Don't freak out.
Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly egg rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger sandwich, the Buffalo chicken pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, it don't get much better than this.
Yep.
This hour of content on the Lou Information Station is brought to you by Grandpa Pigeons, Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, and Becky's Carpet and Tile Superstore.
Hey, see that, kids? That's the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the west.
The Lou Information Station, where we'll always call it Highway 40 or Highway 40 if you're a boomer.
The St. Louis expression?
Stream our content 24/7 at louinfo.com. The Lou Information Station. Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. We appreciate it. Vic Faust here, Pro Joe alongside as well. 7:32. It's September 5th. It is Friday. Let's have a great weekend. If you guys want to give shout outs to anybody, any teams, any people, charities, events going on, let us know. Give us the information. That's what we do here. We get that information out for you. Bright and early, 6 to 8 a.m. every Monday through Friday, right here on Arch City Now. Okay. Jumping right back into things that are going on this weekend. We had to get to one issue. We were talking about pizza. It's National Cheese Pizza Day. I said one of the best pizzas I've ever had was from a place in Myrtle Beach. I was there with Megan and her family not too long ago. What is the name of that place? Can't remember now. But anyway, it's a New York style pizza that they had in Myrtle Beach. So Ben, our friend who owns Wendy's, I watched some of the game over there last night, says there is no good New York pizza in St. Louis. Except at Wendy's.
Of course.
They serve New York style pizza at Wendy's.
From real New Yorkers.
From real New Yorkers. I think they would know where to get it, how to make it, whatever.
Right.
But you don't need New York style pizza in St. Louis if you have St. Louis style, right? Because people here like St. Louis style.
Yeah, sometimes you want to travel without traveling.
Yes. Or sometimes you want to mix it up. I wonder if a New York style place would do well here. Curious from Ben. Yeah, I don't know.
I would think so.
Or other New Yorkers.
I'd try it out.
Yeah. You have to wait and see where it all goes. But, I don't know. New York style pizza.
Like a whole restaurant.
I was never a big fan of New York style until I had the Myrtle Beach kind, the New York style in Myrtle Beach. And I'm like, I'm in. I am in. I love this. It is all good.
It's actually not a bad idea. A whole restaurant dedicated to nothing but like New York style, like street food.
Yeah, people. Yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome.
There you go. Probably be something you'd like to do. You'd be around that food all the time. Okay. 7:34. Just wanted to finish up the pizza side of that. If there's a pizza you guys want to jump in with, go ahead and do it. We'll talk about it. We're not going to stop you. All good around here. Okay. Here we go. If we miss anything, let us know. Cardinals play tonight. They got the Giants all weekend long. They've got giveaways all weekend long. You can go watch tonight. They're honoring the 1985 team. You can watch on TV as well. Okay. Also tonight, the Chiefs at 7 p.m. against the Chargers, playing from Brazil. The Chiefs are a 3.5-point favorite. What will the Chiefs look like? Do you think the Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl? What kind of year will Mahomes have? Kelsey, Andy Reid? How long can they keep that team together? All the success that the Chiefs have had. Can they do it again this year? As teams in their division appear to be getting better, but are they the Kansas City Chiefs yet? Will there be a, quote, script in the NFL to help the Kansas City Chiefs? I'm going to upset some Chief fans saying that. But anyway, it is something to think about.
Well, apparently, no, never mind. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories about football.
Why not?
Well, I'm saying that apparently somewhere they changed something where you can actually script football. It's not written I don't have all the facts, but I've heard a few
You
things.
piqued my interest. If you find something, let me know.
Okay.
Also, tonight, high school football for those people who are involved all throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. Tomorrow, Missouri, Kansas, 2:30 p.m. Remember, you must enter the stadium on the side where your tickets are. You will not be able to go in one side and then try to get to the other side. They will turn you away. There were all kinds of entering issues the last time around. You will not want to do that. I repeat, you go in that side and enjoy the day. If you're going, I will be there. Can't wait. Really looking forward to that. My former teammate, Corby Jones, my senior year, he was a freshman. He will be banging the drum to kickstart the game. I couldn't think of a better guy than Corby to do it. As Missouri is about a 6.5-point favorite against Kansas. The rivalry renewed, going all the way back to the Civil War days. There's a lot of hatred in that rivalry. I'll just say that. That is tomorrow as well. Jumping in real quick as we continue to talk about everything that's happening this weekend. Ryan says the best pizza over here is Quattro's in Carbondale. And anyone who ever went to school down there will never forget the jingle. I don't know about the jingle, but that's all right. Didn't go to Carbondale. We'll see. I'm still convinced the best college town pizza is Shakespeare's in Columbia, Missouri, which a few years ago was voted best pizza in America as well, whether true or not. They have that distinction. I think it was like, I don't know, it was like the Today Show or something. They actually went there. They have a plaque of it. But anyway, I digress. You've got the Stiefel Charity Golf Classic underway today. First round action kicks off at about just after 9 o'clock today over at Norwood Hills. Should be a terrific weekend of golf with the weather, the concert series around it, the events, the festivities, and golfers competing for about $2.1 million. Nice prize for the golfers to compete for, plus raising close to $2 million in charity. That's another huge deal. It's not just about entertainment. It's about raising money for people in the area who need it, which is a fantastic thing as well. You've also got the Enjoy Illinois 300 NASCAR race going on at Worldwide Technology Raceway, just across the river in the St. Louis area. So race fans welcoming NASCAR into town as well. Also, the art fair in Clayton going on tonight and all weekend, tonight from 5 to 10 o'clock. Once again, terrific weather, nice evening, very comfortable, so people could check that out. You've also got, where Pro Joe may go, the Paranormal Circus. That's at the Galleria, 7:30 tonight. It almost sounds like a Fright Fest circus. When I was reading through the information, I'm like, oh, very bizarre.
It has Beetlejuice vibes to it, to me.
Okay. Maybe not as scary, but more funny.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's just supposed to be like weird and paranormal and, you know, I'm not sure. I actually would like to go, I guess, to just to see what it actually is.
Oktoberfest is going on right now over at Six Flags. Oktoberfest this weekend at Grant's Farm. The Chris Brown concert tonight at the Dome. And by the way, rapper Sexy Red, who is from St. Louis, had to postpone her concert this weekend, which is unfortunate. There's a vintage. It's the Vintage Fest over in St. Charles tonight as well. That high-end vintage gear wear. That's going on. Glenn Thompson throws a shout out for the MICDS DeSmet football game at DeSmet tonight at 6 p.m. I will be there for that game as well. And I think that's it.
Pantera tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Pantera.
Oh my God, that's right. Hold on.
Pantera at the
I need a drink.
Amphitheater.
Not a drink, but just
right.
Liquid. That's right. We've got
Pantera at Verizon Wireless Amphitheater.
Don't say that. You're going to confuse people.
All right.
You're gonna
The UMB Bank Pavilion.
Bank. Ryan says, I used to live in Jeff City for a year, and I would literally drive up to Columbia, which is about 30 minutes down 63, to get some Shakespeare's pizza. Just Shakespeare's is that good. It'd be cool to have a Shakespeare's in the St. Louis area as well. Greg says, Danny Elfman music playing in my head now because of the Paranormal Circus. Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that. Some other news headlines from early in the show. Boeing, they're not playing around now. They're entering their second month of dealing with workers who've been striking, wanting a new contract, and we won't break down all the details from that standpoint. They're hosting a job fair next week. They're planning on replacing all the striking workers. At least that's the goal. Is it that easy? I don't know. But they're at least attempting to. It's like, so if you're striking, okay. We felt like we tried to work with you. We're going to replace you. So I don't know.
I'm wondering if that's legal. There's got to be some sort of repercussions for that. Otherwise, why wouldn't corporations that work with unions?
But if you refuse to work, how could somebody not replace you? I don't think there's any legal ramifications at all. If you refuse to do said job,
it depends on whatever kind of deal or contract they have with the union. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I'd be shocked. Shocked. The Powerball going on again tomorrow night. Foreigner wants to be Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's wedding band. Although there are no original members of Foreigner left in the band, is what we were told. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. And then the other recap that we'd like to do before we start opening it back up for the chat line as well was the wealthiest zip codes in the St. Louis area. Concentration of wealth, once again, based on home equity, estimated savings, poverty rates, and population density to identify the areas with the greatest concentration of wealth. And that was up through the 2023 year, or at least that's what they said. And this was according to analysis from the U.S. Census Bureau, the 2023 American Community Survey, and Zillow that put the group together. Number 10 on the list was the zip code of 63021 in Baldwin. Number 9 is Brentwood, zip code of 63144. 8, another zip code of Baldwin, 63011. 7 is Richmond Heights, zip code of 63117. Number 6, De Pere, 63131. Number 5, Town and Country, 63017. Number 4, Kirkwood, 63122. Number 3, the one that surprised me, I guess I need to learn my Webster better, Webster Groves, 63119. Number 2, Ladue, 63124. And number 1, Clayton, zip code of 63105. This is
Whoop,
our...
whoop.
What's that?
I said whoop whoop.
I was waiting for the Ric Flair.
Oh.
Woo!
There you
That's right, baby. That's what they say every morning over there. Woo! Yeah. Glenn was just asking me the criteria. The criteria again was, which was interesting. Number 1, income. Number 2, home equity. Number 3, estimated savings. 4, poverty rates. 5, population density. And I'm wondering if the population density is the one that kind of throws people a little bit, because Huntley and Frontenac were not on the list. So that's what I was feeling, what was happening with that situation.
Well, it definitely wasn't the poverty rate.
No, it's not the poverty rates. No. Not even close. Not even close when it comes to that. That's funny. So, what are your thoughts about that? All right, other things, if you want to give shout outs, anything else that's happening this weekend outside of everything that we were just talking about, we would certainly post that for you, pass it along. We were talking about the cheese pizza. Glenn, you got your criteria. I'm not quite sure if you thought that would work. Greg just threw out the set list for the Kelsey Swift wedding reception. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I'm not going to go down the whole list, but it's there.
It's there.
It is there. Projo's going to get his Powerball tickets because that's going on tomorrow night as well.
Somebody's got to win.
Well, that used to be the theme, wasn't it? Somebody's going to lotto. Might as well be you.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that. This is a pretty good jingle.
Sounds about right.
But I don't know. If they don't, then it'll probably become the largest Powerball ever. If there's not a winner, it will be. It'll become that. There's no doubt that that's what will happen next. It'll get like, what, 2.5 billion maybe? Or over 2, not 2.5 billion, but 2 billion.
It'd be nice to walk away with that.
Oh yeah. No doubt about it. And we were talking about the Pantera concert. Was there a best concert that you went to that you remember going to at all?
I'd have to say the Family Values tour. I can't even remember what year it was.
Wait a minute. That's on the tip of my tongue.
Korn.
Oh.
Limp Bizkit.
I did it all.
Yeah. No, but just like every band.
Circa what year?
Oh, man. 2011, maybe 2012, possibly. I don't know. There was just a lot of really good bands on that tour.
It's ironic, and it's weird. I never thought I would have said this, but the best concert I ever went to was Kid Rock, his 40th birthday celebration at Comerica Park in Detroit. It wasn't in St. Louis. I was asking about St. Louis, but that concert blew me away because I had no idea how talented he was. It was great. So that was probably the best concert I ever went to.
Yeah.
Glenn says his pick is Morgan Wallen for the Super Bowl halftime show this year. No freaking way.
Yeah.
Is Jay-Z and Rock Nation going to have Morgan Wallen playing the Super Bowl?
It'll be Beyonce before it's Morgan Wallen.
Maybe Morgan and some other people. But if you've listened to our show this week, and maybe they're just trying to mess with everybody, but the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, was asked by Savannah Guthrie the other morning in an interview about Taylor Swift doing the halftime show this year for the Super Bowl. And he kind of was coy. Oh, I can't really get into it all right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to defer to Jay-Z. And then we talked about, of course, Jay-Z and Rock Nation and another producer are in charge of who performs at the Super Bowl. So I just, as popular as Morgan Wallen is, and I like myself some Morgan Wallen, I don't see any way he's doing the halftime Super Bowl show.
I don't see anybody else other than Taylor doing it.
This was a question that STL Brickhouse had asked when it came to the best concerts. And a guy who I know, Jim Siegel, said Rush 1981 at the Checker Dome.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't even care if it was in St. Louis or not. Best concert that people had gone to, if people were partaking. Another question that people can jump in with as we finish out the show this morning as well.
Yeah, my first concert was Metallica at the Checker Dome, which was really good too. So it'd be a toss-up between that.
Ooh, do you remember what year that was?
Oh, that was 95-ish, 96.
Remember The Who?
Oh, yeah.
1987, 88, Busch Stadium.
Oh, that'd have been good.
That was the first concert I ever went to.
Wow. It's a good first.
Greg says his prediction for Super Bowl halftime show this year. We got some good stuff coming in today. By the way, happy Friday, Paul. Greg says Destiny's Child reunion at the Super Bowl.
Beyonce.
Is that possible?
Is Beyonce? No, Beyonce was, yeah, that was Destiny.
I didn't think they all got along.
Yeah. I think there's definitely some beef in there somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. It's Friday, September 5th. Weather-wise, comfortable day. Sunshine's not really out there right now, but should be a really, really good day. Fun weekend. Lots of things to do if you want to get out and enjoy and anything else. From the chat line, Greg says, first concert, Def Leppard with Uriah Heep going all the way back to 1983.
This is Casey.
Def Leppard would be a good one too. I mean, it's just kind of weird how it threw us into that loop today, going back with Foreigner wanting to be the wedding band for Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. It's like, okay, that's going to work out. Best of luck with that. And of course, we hope and pray, and everybody that's out and about, stay safe for the weekend as well. Always do that. Remember that. And of course, if you guys have anything else that needs to be promoted now or guest, you can always go to our email and let us know that as well. archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, archcitynow@gmail.com. And then, of course, if you want to check out all the programming that we have throughout our network throughout the day, it is luinfo.com. Once again, it's luinfo.com. And from the chat line, Brian jumps in and says, Springsteen, that's Bruce Springsteen, at the old arena, 1988 was my first concert, but I have literally seen Aerosmith 4 different times. Wow, because they put on a hell of a show. Never been to an Aerosmith concert, but I believe you. And if you go back a second or third time, obviously that shows how good a group is or how good somebody is when it comes to that. Yeah, 4 times. Is there a band that you'd see multiple times?
Well, The Urge.
Oh, I
for
got
sure.
you. So now I went to the pageant and I saw a group that I loved at that point in time, but people didn't know who Angels and Airwaves were. It was the lead singer from Blink-182.
Hmm.
And then
I didn't even
Tom
know.
DeLonge.
Yeah.
So he branched off. And they had an amazing group for me, the music that I liked. But then they had a drummer that I think passed away, and then they had a backup drummer, and it wasn't even the same.
Mm.
Like I hear the music and I love it. And it was like me and a bunch of people that didn't look like me at the concert and a whole lot younger. But it just wasn't the same. And I'm like, oh man, it amazed me what a drummer with that kind of music, the difference was. And they couldn't make any more music. Tony says, jumping in, if I win the Powerball, I'm changing your hours to 6:30 to 8:30. Okay, I'd like that. That gives us an extra 30 minutes. That would be really good. I would like that. I could handle that. No doubt about it.
I'm sure Dave would take the money too.
We could definitely do that. All right, we're talking. We're in business. Thanks, guys. Thanks for jumping in, letting us go there.
That Metallica show was in 91, by the way. I looked
And
it
that
up.
was your first show?
That was my first show in 91, yeah.
I mean, you kind of remember that. Of course you do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it was a unique show, too. It was like they played in the middle of the arena, or in the middle of the Checker Dome. Like the stage was in the middle. It wasn't, yeah, there was no one side.
Oh, another really cool one from the chat line. Gravity Kills live.
Oh, yeah, I saw them with
Gravity
the Urge.
Kills live. What
Mhm.
another great show.
They opened for the Urge one year.
Love it. All good stuff from that standpoint.
I
That's
actually
for sure.
had the lead singer on Audio Inc.
Really?
Jeff Scheel, yeah.
Hey, when did you say, speaking of St. Louis, the Urge, did you say Steve and the Urge have a concert coming up?
They do. I do not have the exact date.
No, that's fine. It's all good. But is it September? Is it November? October?
I think it's October.
Okay. All right. Gravity Kills. Another one. Greg says he watched or saw 9 Inch Nails 4 times. Wow. Chicago 6 times.
Wow.
Front row center for Chicago 1 time. Good for you, man. That sounds great.
He used to be a radio DJ, though. That doesn't shock me.
Okay. I get that too. That makes sense.
The Urge, November 28th at the pageant.
Nice. Another big night. We appreciate that. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for joining us again. We have fun here. If you guys ever have ideas on how to make the show better, something you want to see, something you want to hear, we are grateful for that. Oh, you're giving me the minute.
Yeah.
Thank you for bearing with my voice. The goal is to come back Monday with it a whole lot better, and we will do a better job. We will be the best that we can. Once again, have a terrific weekend. Wish the best for all of your sports teams. We will be there. You can catch us all the time on X, YouTube, and Facebook. For Projo, I'm Vic Faust. We are your Lou information station. We're live and on demand at louinfo.com. And another one, Tony says, I saw you too. Sun Devil Stadium, 1987. Greg says, go MICDS. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
The Lou Information Station, a whole new way to enjoy content created just for those of us in the St. Louis area. It's a whole new way to advertise and promote your business. Reach out and find out just how different we are. If you're tired of one-sided advertising offerings or your traditional